Hello, anime fans! Welcome back to LG Sensei. I did a poll yesterday, and y'all wanted the next video to be the top 10 darkest One Piece characters. The series isn't afraid to go dark, exploring more evil characters and their motives, especially in a way that highlights how different they are from the show's protagonists. With so many pirates hunting for the lost One Piece treasure, some of them were bound to be less nice, like Straw Hat and his crew. We all know that Straw Hat doesn't act like the typical pirates in every other movies or show. Without further ado, let's get to it. Hody Jones is a great white shark fishman and the main antagonist of One Piece's Fishman Island arc. Hody has a deep-rooted hatred for humans and desires nothing more than to get revenge at all costs. When Fukaboshi, the eldest son of the Royal Neptune family on Fishman Island, asks what humans did to Hody, he responds, "Nothing." Hody believes that heaven has selected him and his crew to bring judgment to humanity, and his unhinged plot to rid the world of humanity shows just how dark of a character he is inside. He's also unafraid to do whatever is needed to achieve his goals, including taking drugs to enhance his strength, even leading to an overdose that destroyed his body. Arlong is the captain of the Arlong Pirates and the main antagonist of One Piece's Arlong Park arc. While Arlong was a vicious killer with the highest bounty in the East Blue before Straw Hat defeated him, it's likely his bounty was still lower than it should have been because Arlong had been bribing the Marines for their silence surrounding many of his crimes. Arlong also invaded Kokoyasi village, serving as a tyrannical ruler who taxed the villagers for their lives, and he acted cruelly towards Nami, taking advantage of her cartography skills after killing her adoptive mother. He continued to manipulate her and control her in various ways, including locking her in a tower and not feeding her.
Life or Torito.
Charlotte Linlin, or Big Mom, is the captain of the Big Mom Pirates and one of the former 4 emperors who ruled during the New World. Her wicked deeds have earned her one of the highest bounties ever in One Piece. But the show took a super dark turn when it explored her childhood. Big Mom's origin story ended with a massive twist in episode 837 as she found herself surrounded by a new surrogate family and celebrating her 6th birthday. Linlin was delighted and began eating the sweets she was given, but when she finished eating, it was implied that she had eaten her new family too. Big Mom has always been one of One Piece's darker characters, and her early years into cannibalism definitely played a role in the wicked monster she would become later in life. As the chief warden of Impel Down, Magellan is ruthless in dispensing justice to prisoners. He is one of the strongest characters in the Impel Down arc, having the power to execute any of the prisoners as he sees fit. Magellan's darkness comes out through his level of authority, and he shows no mercy when drenching prisoners in lethal poison for even the most minor infraction, including insulting him. Magellan's pride and ruthlessness make him an exceptionally dark force to be reckoned with in the world of One Piece. He also does not discriminate in dispensing what he views as justice, even treating his own men with disdain if they step out of line. Caesar Clown is a mad scientist specializing in chemical weapons of mass destruction. He is responsible for the production of the sad substance used in the creation of artificial Zone Devil fruits and the deadly Shinokuni chemical weapon. Caesar Clown's dark personality comes out through his disregard for human life and his cruelty towards children. He set off a chemical weapon on Punk Hazard, decimating the island and destroying the environment. Caesar also performed experiments on children, using drug candy to keep them under his control. Caesar Clown is remorseless, cementing him as one of One Piece's darker characters. Enel is the Tyrant ruler and self-proclaimed god of Skypiea. He destroyed his homeland of Burka and then took over Skypiea, becoming a merciless and cocky ruler who believes himself to be divine, invincible, and immortal. Enel's god complex makes him not think twice about killing thousands of people, even believing it to be his duty as a god. He uses his lightning-based devil fruit to impose his power over Skypiea, plotting to obliterate the land before facing Straw Hat in battle. One Piece's Skypiea arc is often underrated, and Enel's dark nature makes the arc memorable.
Crocodile!
久しぶりだな、麦わら。
Sir Crocodile was one of the 7 warlords of the sea before having his title revoked for heinous public crimes, and his dark deeds didn't end there. He is an intimidating and cunning pirate, but the people of the Alabasta Kingdom see him as a savior figure who protects them from pirate attacks. In reality, he couldn't care less about the people or their adoration for him, and he plots to take over the Desert Kingdom. Sir Crocodile's Loja-type devil fruit, the Sand fruit, gives him near invincible power in desert areas, which aids him in his conquest of Alabasta and allows him to control a significant portion of the area's water. This leads to a civil war, which Sir Crocodile further incites by using his Baroque Works agents to destabilize the country and manipulate both royals and rebels alike into battle. Marshal D. Teach, Blackbeard, is the leader of the Blackbeard pirates and one of the 4 emperors who rule over the New World. Blackbeard is the only known person to wield 2 devil fruits in One Piece's history, making him a terrifying threat as he betrayed and manipulated those around him, including his own crew. Blackbeard's dark deeds included joining the Whitebeard pirates and killing a member of the crew to obtain the powers of the dark devil fruit. Later, Blackbeard shows no remorse when killing Whitebeard, his former captain, desecrating his body and stealing Whitebeard's Tremor devil fruit power. Kaido is the leader of the Beast Pirates and formerly one of the 4 emperors. Considered the strongest creature and king of the beasts, Kaido loves power and control. He has no regard for human life and revels in pain, getting excited when Straw Hat, Zoro, and their allies are able to hurt him, thinking he may have a chance at an epic and memorable death. Driven by his love of conflict, Kaido seeks to create a world where only the strong survive. He shows no empathy for the weak and wants nothing more than an honorable death, causing him to seek out war and battle with reckless abandon. As vicious and evil as his deeds are, Kaido's love of death becomes even darker in the series when he drunkenly attempts to take his own life.
両の頭を砕き割ろうとしただけだ!
Don Quixote Doflamingo is one of the 7 warlords of the sea with a dark past that turned him into a manipulative and murderous antagonist. He is by far the most ruthless One Piece villain, having murdered his own father when he was just 10 years old. His father isn't the only family member to fall at Doflamingo's hands, with the evil villain later killing his little brother for betraying him. Doflamingo's string devil fruit gives him the power to manipulate others via strings as if they were puppets. He uses his powers to oust the Riku family from the throne of Dressrosa, forcing King Riku to commit a heinous crime that results in Doflamingo taking the throne and ruling the land as a tyrant. Doflamingo is one of the most influential brokers in the underworld, where he operates under the alias Joker, dealing in synthetic devil fruits and aligning himself with some of One Piece's other dark villains, Caesar Clown and Kaido. His dark and murderous past led him to a bitter and sadistic monster, making Doflamingo One Piece's darkest antagonist.